This is Brendan with Sons of Speed at the New York Auto Show. I'm talking with Dave, a spokesman for Porsche, United States of America, and they have showed off this brand new GT3. What's different about this than the last GT3 that was out?
Okay, well, the engine's usually the most important thing that people care about. The new engine now matches the race cars that we have, the GT3 Cup, the GT3R, and the 911 RSR. It's the same basic engine between all of them, street car and race car. So that's the big improvement. It's a 4-liter like those race cars, as well as now 500 horsepower.
It's an amazing piece of machinery. People love these things on the track. And the other big news is now you can get it with 3 pedals, right?
You can. It's back to 3 pedals. So we had a brief time when PDK only, but now you have an option. You can have PDK, which is still much faster and better fuel economy if you're worried about that sort of thing, as well as a stick shift, which is obviously much more fun to drive for people that live near canyon roads or those type of places.
On behalf of all car guys, thank you for doing that, because that was definitely something that people felt was missing from the lineup. It's nice to have the option.
Well, that's it. Exactly. The option's very important. So the car was faster. We sold more of the last generation than we had previously, so people obviously enjoyed the fact that the PDK was in the car and the performance of it, but there's still a lot of people out there that did want the option of having a stick shift and a 3rd pedal, and now you can pick which one you want.
And the 911R that you just brought out last year, that sold out. That was manual only, wasn't it?
That was manual only, exactly. And that was the impetus for this. So the transmission was built for that R only, and now it's been used now further.
Any other suspension changes that were made to make this car go faster around the racetrack, or aerodynamics?
So everything has been tweaked. Aerodynamics been tweaked, suspension's been tweaked, brakes have been tweaked. So ultimately what you don't see, it looks very similar to last year's, but underneath there's been a whole lot of things done in the wind tunnel. So you just don't see them from the outside. But one of the things is the carbon fiber rear wing. You see it has a little more of an angle to it, because now a better balance between the flow under the car and the flow over the car. It also matches more in the way the planes work on the front with the chin spoiler. So it's a better balanced car from an aerodynamic standpoint. The CD did not go up, but the downforce in the car has actually increased. So a lot of wind tunnel time.
Any weight savings?
Weight is about the same as the last one, and it's about a 40-pound penalty for, if you want to use the word penalty, for the PDK. The PDK is a little heavier, but your 0 to 60 time is about half a second quicker with the PDK.
So if you go with the manual, it's a little lighter, but not as quick to 60.
Exactly. Top speeds, 1 mile an hour difference between the two, 197 and 198.
It's amazing that this thing goes almost 200 miles an hour.
A little tailwind and it'll do it.
How about around the track? Is it improved lap time so far in their test tracks?
PDK is definitely quicker around a track. Obviously, without having to take the time to shift between each gear, PDK is quicker around a track.
And versus the previous generation?
The previous generation is definitely quicker than the last one too.
And then in the background there, we've got the Panamera Turismo you guys just introduced, which basically is the same as the regular Panamera, except that we've got that increased roof and the back seat on there. Anything else that might be different?
Exactly. So not only is the fly line, the roof line a little different, it has more of a wagon look to it. There's more interior space, but you also now have seating for 5 in the back, where the Panamera had seating for 4.
And another car you introduced us to was this beautiful Porsche Turbo S. It's a hybrid, a plug-in hybrid. Tell us a little bit about what you get here that you don't get in a standard Panamera.
680 horsepower. So between the, let's say, the standard Panamera Turbo of 550 horsepower, it has 136 more horsepower from the electric motors.
And how much range are you getting on just the electricity?
So electricity is about 30 miles range, and then obviously with a big honking V8 with a lot of horsepower to it, the car is incredibly capable.
And it looks fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Dave. We appreciate your time. This has been Brendan with Sons of Speed, and we're going to take a little closer look at these fine Porsche automobiles. And again, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Thanks for coming out.